we head right to our fifth game of the day from Lipa City in Batangas, featuring the playoff matchup in the 16 under of the South Division for Game 2 of the best of three quarterfinal series between number 3 Palawan, who's in an uncanny situation of having their backs against the wall in avoiding an upset from the number 6 Muntinlupa Emeralds, who pulled off a stunner in Game 1. This is the continuing coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino, the playoffs. Magandang hapon, Lipa City. Ako po si Eman Cabiles, kasama si Coach Noy Africa. Our courtside correspondent is Daphne Cristobal, and we are now in the fifth game of the day. Still, Palawan versus Muntinlupa.
Well, you can see here, Muntinlupa actually looking to be the first team, the first lower-seeded team to advance into the division semifinals.
Of course, we remember in Game 1 between these two, Muntinlupa stole a victory over Palawan. As we take a look at the playoff picture so far.
And with a win here, Muntinlupa will advance to the division semifinals against the number 2 Las Piñas. But of course, Palawan will do everything in their power to advance and stretch this to a third game.
That is right. In the meantime, let's take a look at both teams, starting off with the JKLV RGG Muntinlupa Emeralds.
Well, the team that's looking to close out this game, that was a very close game, went down the wire. And really, for Muntinlupa, they need to show the composure. It's really hard to close out a higher seeded team.
Right.
And really need a lot of maturity. And it's going to take a total team effort. Because if you look at the numbers, pretty much even for both teams. But in that game, it was really this guy, Craters Tobias, who created a lot of craters on the Palawan defense, finishing with 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists in that game, and definitely needs a lot of help. And also, one guy who will be a game changer for Muntinlupa, how Sam Getalado will affect this game.
Of course, Sam Getalado buckets will be present here for Muntinlupa. And on the side of Palawan Yurich Builders,
well, even though they lost in Game 1, they are the higher seed. So you expect them to come back with a vengeance here. Of course, Marcos Reunisto will be called upon to replicate that performance. Marcos Reunisto in Game 1 exploded in the first quarter, had 8 points, but was limited the rest of the way. But really, for this Palawan team, everything rests on how Pataling Hog will be able to run this offense. He is the most vital cog in the offense of Palawan, and if he becomes a non-factor, this will be really hard pressed for Palawan to extend this to a Game 3.
And here we go. This is the fifth game of the day. Welcome back to the playoff. 16 under action, Palawan versus Muntinlupa. Here's our venue announcer, Gio Cruz.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here at Lipa City Youth and Cultural Center, province of Batangas. This is the Game 2 of the best of 3 series 16 under South Division quarterfinals between Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Emeralds and Palawan Yurich Builders. We are live on the official FB page and YouTube channel of the Junior MPBL. And now let's meet the starters. First, from Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Emeralds. Starting guard number 0, Vince Avellano. Under guard number 8, Kratos Tobias. At forward number 2, Joven Ebojo. Under forward number 3, JC Nambio. And at center number 13, 30 Condare. Head coach is Jack Azcueta, assisted by Rick Pagosara. Carlos Marquez, team managers, Jarwin Avellano and Gary Nambio. And now let's meet the starters from Palawan Yurich Builders. Starting guard number 18, Kurt Padalin Hug. Under guard number 28, Marcus Reoniso. And forward number 37, guard Dulanas. Under forward number 77, Isaiah Pellegria. And at center number 13, Bert Pinagatan. Head coach is Gerald Dizon, assisted by CJ Tomasio. Team manager, Red Cole. Our game officials, crew chief, Alan Baria, umpire 1, Joseph Cleopas, and umpire 2, Noy Guevara. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2 Playoffs, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. Start of the first quarter.
On your screen, the alright team starters for Palawan, Patalinhog, Reunisto, Dolanas, Pelegria, and Binagatan. While for Muntinlupa, it's Avellano, Tobias, Nambio, Eboho, and Candate the third. This is the 5th game of the day. 16 and under action. Second game in this best of 3 series between Palawan and Muntinlupa. Palawan, the 3rd seeded team here in the 16 and under South Division. As we've said earlier, their backs are against the wall now as Muntinlupa stole game 1.
And already an adjustment for Coach Gerald Dizon, guard Dolanas, starting out for Palawan.
Corner 3, too strong. That time from Nambio. Now there's a go-ahead pass and good transition defense there by Nambio, disrupting that pass to Kurt Patalinhog.
And again, it's now it's Kratos Tobias running the point for Muntinlupa, but I feel like he is more effective playing the 2 for Muntinlupa, as it takes away from his shot making and shot creating abilities when he is running the point.
And right out of the gates, this defense by the Palawan Yurich Builders swarming all over the Muntinlupa Emeralds and really disrupting their offensive flow.
That is really the calling card of this Palawan Yurich Builders group of teams. Everything starts on defense for them. Especially that 18 and under squad is, I believe, still undefeated.
In the meantime, Pelegria getting another bucket for the Palawan Yurich Builders. They're now up 4-0. Another corner 3 attempted. That time by Avellano. Still won't fall for Muntinlupa. Now here's a corner 3 from Palawan, knocking it down. Marcos Reunisto picking up where he left off from the last game.
Remember how he exploded in the first quarter of game 1. Finished that game with 14 points.
And in a game where Kurt Patalinhog was basically checked by the defense of Muntinlupa Emeralds, it was Marcos Reunisto who enabled Palawan to stay in the game. As interesting here, of course, Muntinlupa Emeralds is number 6 in the standings, and they were able to steal game 1, but that was just a 2-point win by the Muntinlupa Emeralds. So basically, what do you expect from the Palawan Yurich Builders to try and extend this lead?
Well, right now for Palawan, the number 3 seed doesn't matter anymore. They're not. Obviously, they're not a better team than this Muntinlupa squad.
Right.
Actually, for Muntinlupa, they actually check all the boxes of having a dominant big in Candare. You've got a knockdown scorer in Tobias, and coming off the bench, an excellent playmaker.
Right.
And pretty much also a perimeter defense anchor in Sam Getalado.
They go inside. The extra pass, Binagatan, called for the travel. Lucky break there for the Muntinlupa Emeralds, as the big guy was wide open underneath at the moment of the catch. Here's Kratos, met by Patalinhog. These two had been going at each other for quite some time now, as Kratos knocks down that elbow 3 right in the mug of Kurt Patalinhog.
In the pregame, I called him Craters because of the holes that he has been
Right.
showing in the Palawan defense.
Yon. Good recovery, Coach Noy.
Of course.
Samantala, oh! 3 players down on the floor, and it's a wrestling match right there. And somebody's holding on to his neck area. That's Kratos Tobias. As I believe Binagatan was trying to get free from underneath that dog pile, no?
He was just wrestling the ball away from Tobias, but accidentally hit Tobias. Wasn't really the intention to hit him, but he was trying to wrestle the basketball, and that's something that you have to learn. Maybe eventually he gets to play in the NCAA juniors. This will not be called an unsportsmanlike foul, but there, as he was trying to protect the basketball.
Right. And let's see what hit Tobias. Actually, I believe that left knuckle.
And also that push.
Right. In the meantime, yeah, I have to correct myself. Earlier, the shot that Kratos Tobias hit was actually just a long 2. So the score is 7-2. And yes, an unsportsmanlike foul will be called against Pert Binagatan. That would mean 2 free throws for Kratos, plus possession for Muntinlupa Emeralds.
And also what the players have to learn, the play was already whistled dead. So it was going to be a jump ball already, and the extra motion causing that unsportsmanlike foul being called on Pert Binagatan, who will now have to sit out for 3 playing minutes.
Right. Kratos Tobias leisurely knocking down 2 free throws, cutting this lead down to 3. Avellano having trouble inbounding. Finds Tobias, tries to go inside, but that pass was deflected. They are at the corner. The runner from the baseline. And again, Kratos being reintroduced to the floor, and expect the defense of the Palawan Yurich Builders to really clamp down, or at least try to clamp down on Kratos Tobias, who is, well, the main man of the Muntinlupa Emeralds.
Well, if you look at the body build of Tobias, you wouldn't really expect this guy to be scoring 32 points in game 1.
Right. And 4 out of 4 from the 15-foot stripe by Kratos Tobias.
That was actually not a fluke, because he is averaging 15 points per game.
Right. In the meantime, that's a 3 attempted by Pelegra. Won't go, and going hard to the bucket. Kratos Tobias missing, but the putback is good by Eboho.
So again, energy plays here, getting some baskets for Muntinlupa.
Kurt will try to pull up, and an offensive foul was called, I believe, on Kirby Bourbon. And yeah, right there in the thick of things, involved in that play was Kratos Tobias once again.
So far, Patalinhog has not yet been a factor in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter.
Oh, that would be a travel. Right, too many steps there by Candare, claiming to our officials that people were hanging on to his arms.
Well, he did get that ball too early, and he didn't even try to dribble.
Yes. Kahit isang dribble man
Isang dribble man lang. You're not Giannis Antetokounmpo, who needs half a step.
Oo, na kahit galing sa tres, nasa dunk pa rin, no? In the meantime, here is Kurt. Now there's a 3, Palisok! Wow, knocking it down. Nice release in rhythm. What a pass, and the bucket there by Jan Cyrus Nambio.
Bringing out the goggles is Kratos Tobias.
Here is Kurt, probably Coach Noy, no? Because Kurt Patalinhog is basically in charge of trying to contain Kratos Tobias. That is really affecting his offense and his rhythm.
That's,
Though this guy, Lester Palisok, getting his rhythm early on in this game. 5 points, the last 5 points of Palawan Yurich Builders all coming from Palisok. And inside, a foul will be called on that last attempt coming from Marcos Rionisto.
as Sam Catalado will now check into the floor. But he's actually a joy to watch.
Oh, yes.
He's gonna make an effective player. He does a lot of high risk moves in the game, and when it works out, usually helps Muntinlupa gets those victories. But there are times that he is a little too wild for comfort.
Polarizing player, Sam Catalado. But one thing's for sure, Catalado gets a lot of buckets. And there he is. Kakapasok pa lang, nakakuha kagad ng foul itong si Sam Catalado.
And just imagine a stoic coach like Coach Jack Asqueta having to handle, quote-unquote, a wild card in Sam Catalado.
And with less than 20 seconds in, Sam already getting himself into the free throw line and onto the score sheet. Kaya tuwan-tuwa ka si Coach Knight dito. The air high fives.
Yeah, the consummate teammate.
Yes, Sam Catalado. And that was actually a dig on the opponent who was shouting wala, wala, wala before the attempt. And Sam just shouted it back to them.
Actually, the thing with Sam Catalado, you don't want Sam Catalado to be talking.
Oh, yes.
That's how he is comfortable playing. As we have an offensive foul called on
Restificar. Moving screen right there, but credit that as very sticky defense by the Muntinlupa Emeralds. Picking up the dribble there was Juan Cyrus Nambio. Gets it back, fires a straightaway three that is offline. Kurt Patalinhug looking ahead. Finds Rionisto. Corner three, will not get it this time. The jumper still won't go. And the long hands of Cantare pulling down that defensive rebound. Here is Kratos, pulls up the transition three, short.
Well, a little hurried, but he has that green light to shoot.
Hans Castro, and now Kurt. Patalinhug pulls up. Oh, knocks the jumper down. May kasama pang foul yun coming from Jan Cyrus Nambio as Nambio was caught with his off-arm holding on to the hip of Kurt Patalinhug. See it one more time. There's the spin and there's the slight nudge from behind by Nambio. So that foul counted play is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready. Kurt Patalinhug missing that three, and look at that. The swat by Cantare. Big against big that time.
And reserved reaction from Cantare after the block.
Wala lang. Kurt will inbound from the baseline, looking for the knockout play, won't get it. Palisok tries another three, this time it's short. And on the rebound battle, it is becoming fierce down there. Restificar, between Restificar and Alexander Reyes, no?
Maybe smaller, but a lot wider.
Right. Hanging in midair was Patalinhug, could not get the bucket to fall. Streaking to the front court, all the way with the left. Nambio, kumambio at ipinasok ang tira.
And you don't have Tobias on the floor, but I thought that was Tobias
Yes,
streaking to
me
the
too.
basket.
at first glance, I thought it was Kratos. And then, yeah, I saw number 3 pala, no? And talagang turning on the afterburners was Jan Cyrus Nambio. In the meantime, trying to get himself going is Reunisto with that strong drive. Marcus, first free throw, nothing but net.
Well, if you're going up against Palawan, one of the biggest problems is who do you zero in on defense, because anyone can explode at any given time.
Right. In the meantime, Palawan gets that offensive rebound courtesy of Palisok. And then there's the 3 by Hans Castro. Oh, Nambio erased upstairs. Nakabawi doon si John Raven Restificar. The handoff, too strong on that short stab. And tapping it to himself. Oh, the pound-for-pound fitness foul counted in effect. And what a play there by John Wesley Barbosa. Looking like the Brazilian Blur of old right there.
Well, I thought you were going to say looking like Kratos Tobias.
Lagi na lang siya. But yeah, Barbosa, so the Brazilian blur pero hindi Brazil. Muntinlupa blur na lang.
But he's going to have to earn the nickname first.
Right.
Because that's only one play.
Yep. And yeah, Barbosa missed the bonus free throw. What a play there by that youngster. Lead is 3 for the Muntinlupa Emeralds. And it seems that hindi sila yung 6th seed dito, no? As, again, gorgeous setup there by Patalinhug to Lester Palisok. As time runs out, ending the first quarter. What a game we're having right now. The 6th seed Muntinlupa Emeralds up by 5, 21-16 over the number 3 seeded Palawan Yurich Builders. Here are some of the highlights in this first 10 minutes of play. Always on the attack are the Emeralds, but this is the pound-for-pound fitness foul counted jumper by Kurt Patalinhug. We will take a short break and return for the second quarter.
Best game they played so far in the season. Ganun nga i-describe ni head coach Jack Osqueta naging performance ng kanyang koponan. He knows na grabe yung amount of preparation na kanilang ginawa para lang makuha yung hard-earned victory na yon. Meanwhile, para sa kabilang panig naman for head coach Gerald Dizon ng Palawan Yurich Builders, sabi niya sa akin, there's a matter of complacency para sa kanilang koponan. Entitlement nga din yung paano niya dinescribe yung nangyari in that heartbreaking loss. Sabi niya sa akin, nagkaroon din kasi ng individual tendencies yung kanyang koponan, nagkanya-kanya. And with that, nakuha ng Muntinlupa ang kanilang panalo. Well, para nga naman dito sa Palawan Yurich Builders, sabi sa akin ni Coach Gerald, during their training, as in grabing pukpukan, kaya tingnan natin kung magpipay off yun para ma-extend to into game number 3. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you very much, Daphne. And while Daphne was doing that report, that was an excellent pass by Sam Hitalado. Yeah, the no look to this guy, Reyes, who was fouled on his way up to the basket. However, he missed the first free throw. And while Reyes is attempting his second free throw, that still didn't go, we would like to give a shout out sa ating mga hosts dito sa Lipa City. Good afternoon to Lipa City Intercompany Basketball League Commissioner Angelo Cornejo. Good afternoon, Sir Angelo Cornejo, and thank you for watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Most definitely for Palawan, you're going to expect them to make the adjustments after losing that game, pretty much relying on some individual play, and this is a team that relies heavily on their system, and I'm sure Coach Joff Cleopas watching his team play.
Sam, that was set up by Getalado to
the Muntinlupa Blur.
Right, to Barbosa. Ang bilis eh. to John Wesley Barbosa, who knocked down that corner three from the left. See it one more time. And even with the soft closeout, Barbosa did not lose focus on that shot. Now here is Sam once again taking it all the way, though he could not find the angle on that layup. Ahead. Oh, good close-up on the defensive end, but Palisok was there, and he gets the lucky bounce. Bucket plus the foul for Lester Palisok. So this is another pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted play, brought to you by Pound for Pound. Be Liga ready.
Palisok is just averaging less than 3 points per game. Now about to breach the double-digit mark. I hope I don't jinx it though. Now with 9 points.
Right. The tallest guy on the floor basically already has hit 2 3-point shots in this game upon entering mid first quarter.
And after giving up some offensive rebounds, Candare about to check in for Muntinlupa.
Right, losing his balance, and the ball there was Barbosa. Baseline J, Hans Castro. Nothing to it. And good assist coming from Lester Palisok. Meanwhile, Sam Italado almost losing the ball there and diving for it. Lucky for him, foul was called against Kurt Patalinhog.
Did not see Patalinhog trailing that play from the blind side, almost getting a steal.
Aquino receives. Ball was tapped from behind by Pellegria. Palawan Yurich Builders, active hands on defense, always in effect. Here is Pellegria to Lester. Guard Dulanas back in the game also for Palawan Yurich Builders. 3 to shoot. Oh, good block there from behind by Sam Hetalado on a taller opponent, huh?
Just great defense right there for Muntinlupa, not allowing Palawan a good look at the basket.
They thought they had a good look, but they did not see Sam Hetalado.
I told you he is the defensive anchor for Muntinlupa.
Getting that block from behind, coming out of nowhere. Back in the game. Kratos. And now here's Barbosa. 3 is short for Hetalado.
But that offense was going nowhere, and finding himself open from the handoff from Candare. Just took that one way too short.
The lead is still 6 for JKLV RGG Muntinlupa Emeralds. Oh, what a move! Hanging in the air and taking it to the other side. Wow. Yeah, that was Raymark Madaya.
I don't know why you're impressed. You do that, but without jumping.
I know. Impressed ako kasi may talon nga. Barbosa. Missing that 3. Here is Sam. Trying to power his way in. Good defense by guard Dulanas. But Sam gets it back and elicits a foul, getting himself back to the line. This guy. And look at that. With the body English to hit that spot high off the glass, no? And the right spin also. Ang daming elements doon sa tira na.
Let's just call it spectacular.
On the other hand, sabi nga ni Barkley, that's a lot of work for 2 points. Kontra eh, no? Samantala, Sam Hetalado. Yun, halos walang effort, sinking his first free throw. Second try is short for Sam. Lead is 7 for JKLV RGG Muntinlupa Emeralds. The runner too strong. Muntinlupa picks up the loose ball. Nambio, rejected upstairs by Hans Castro, but there was contact actually before the jump.
Yeah, all ball up top.
See it once again. There's a forward pass by Kratos. Nambio making sure that there was body contact before going up for the shot. He's at the line, 6 the first.
That's why you go into the body of the defender. Take away that shot blocking capability.
2 for 2 for Nambio. Hans Castro so far, he has played quality minutes here for the Palawan Yurich Builders, especially that it seems Kurt Patalinhugis still hasn't found a rhythm yet, aside from that foul counted play he did earlier. Pellegria, handoff to Hans. Hans pulls up. That shot clock was winding down. Hans gets it back. Oh, tricky move. Hans Castro. That was like Dwayne Wade-esque right there.
Well, back in the day, that was a travel, but with a with a 0-step
Rule,
making in effect, that's a good legit move from Hans Castro.
Oh, Pellegria getting the reverse after that beautiful entry pass. See it once again. Guard Dulanas with the pass. Pellegria with the reverse and the pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. I have to check myself. This is Madaya. Right, Raymark Madaya. Oh, missing the bonus free throw, but they get it back. So poor rebounding here and the drop. Binagatan missed that point-blank shot. Ball is loose. Kratos goes up. Could not get the bucket. Pellegria with the rebound. Here is guard to Binagatan. Binagatan against Candare. Oh, good job once again on the defensive end by Candare. The lefty layup still won't fall for Kratos Tobias.
Unproductive sequences on both ends.
But what a job here. In the inside, Flaviano Candare the third, manning the middle for the Muntinlupa Emeralds. See it once again. There's a Jotto Binagatan and Candare just all over him. A timeout has been called by Muntinlupa. It is brought to you by Nature Spring. Before we return to the action, we would like to acknowledge the presence of course, the one and only. You got Cho Pangilinan. No, check that. Pocholo Pangilinan. Ay, Cholo pala. Cholo Pangilinan.
Nakatatlo ka na, mali ka pa rin.
Kaya nga eh. Yeah, first Cho, then Cholo. Pero mas maganda yung Pocholo eh, social. In the meantime, Nambio picks up the loose ball, drives, can't get it to go. Now Eboho is back in the game and immediately makes his presence felt, getting that offensive rebound. See it one more time.
So coming from the LED brothers, you're gonna have Choquito.
That's right.
They have no idea we're talking about them.
Yun nga maganda na. Gaganti yan mamaya.
Warning on number 77.
Ooh.
For resentment to a call.
And a warning issued there to Pellegria. Resentment to a call, apparently.
And I love the reaction from Pataling Hug after that warning, looking at Pellegria and telling him to calm down.
Yes. Here is Kurt. So far, he is more focused on setting up his teammates in this game. Oh, what a cut! A backdoor wide open apparently for guard Dulanas. Credit half of that bucket to Binagatan.
Well, that's the value of setting up your teammates. Guard Dulanas, before that basket, was scoreless but already had 4 assists. So his teammates now repaying him for his unselfishness.
Running out of real estate at the baseline, Rupert Jacob Gaite called for stepping out of bounds.
It's a great backdoor cut
Oh,
there
yes.
from Dulanas, and a great recognition from the big man, able to find Dulanas for 2.
Yes, that pass by Binagatan was right in the pocket, no?
We're very particular about that pocket.
Of course. Butas kasi yung mga bulsa natin. Here's a 3 on the way. That is too strong from guard. Gaite. Here's Kratos. Trying to elude Kurt. Nambio fakes the 3, goes to the middle, back out to Kratos. Straight away 3, short. Ball picked up by guard. The football gather. The layup didn't have enough spin to it. Minute and 45 remaining here in the first period. Candare trying to bully his way in. Steal here by Kratos, hangs in the air, wala pa rin. And Candare fighting for the offensive rebound, but eventually it was controlled by Leonisto.
Well, every time I see Tobias driving inside, it's like he's challenging himself up to what height can he finish over.
Right. Good defense there by Nambio against Kurt. The floater by Leonisto is short. Now here is Nambio once again. That time medyo nasobrahan sa nitrous oxide.
And also I feel like he was already thinking of how he will finish without actually controlling the basketball yet.
That's right. In the meantime, they want to talk things over. The Muntinlupa Emeralds, as they call a timeout, and it is brought to you by Nature Spring. Our score is 33-24. Palawan up by 9. A minute to go here in the second period. Back in the game, Sam Getalado. Well defended right there by Kurt Patalinhog. Now he asks for that screen. The swing to Kratos, short on the three-point try. Guard Dulanas naman. Defending that attempt by Kratos. Pert Binagatan escapes coming from the inside. However, Candare was able to get a piece of it, though he got a lot of body. With 30 seconds remaining, a timeout has been called once again, and this time from the Palawan Yurich Builders side. We will return after this Nature Spring timeout. .2 seconds remaining in the second period. Palawan Yurich Builders up by 9 here versus the Muntinlupa Emeralds. We are in the 16 and under division. This is the second game of the best of 3 between these two teams, and what a play of that timeout as Kurt Patalinhug knocks down the baseline floater, and another timeout has been called. It's been a chess match so far, well, at least in the last minute of the second quarter. See, once again, smooth on the floater from Patalinhug. Back to the action, streaming to you live from the Lipa City Youth and Cultural Center here in Lipa City, Batangas. Eman Cabiles alongside Coach Noy Africa. At courtside, it's Daphne Cristobal. And Coach Noy, this is our last game, our 5th and last game of the day to cover in this 10-game slate of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. And following us, ang mga sub natin, yung dalawang pogi. Si Coach Quito Limbo.
Kasi pogi lang sila, mas pogi kasi tayo.
Cholo Pangilinan. I want to see them without hair.
I don't think anyone wants to see that. Especially not them.
In the meantime, that last heave by the Palawan Yurich Builders did not go in. After 2 quarters of play, our score is 35-24. Palawan Yurich Builders with an 11-point lead over the Muntinlupa Emeralds. We will take a short break. When we return, it's the halftime report.
Assistant Coach Carlos Marquez ng Team Muntinlupa. Coach, this is an 11-point gap entering po itong ating second half. Pero upon checking po our latest statistics, 16 points po ang binigay ng Palawan Yurich Builders from the paint with your team only limited to 8. Sa tingin po natin, paano po natin masastop itong Palawan with that one entering po itong ating final 20 minutes of the game?
Siguro extra effort lang dun sa defense kasi alam naman namin na advantage sila pagdating sa height eh. So doon sila sa paint nagtatrabaho. So kami, kailangan lang namin mag-adjust sa defense para mablock lang namin yung defense para hindi lang sila makashoot sa paint.
For sure, Coach, mag-adjust din naman itong mga players po ninyo. Meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan or batiin po ngayon?
Nagpapasalamat lang kami doon sa mga bosses namin, kay Boss Jarwin, kay Madam Leila, kay Boss Gary, kay Madam Heidi, at saka sa mga parents po ng mga bata na lagi nakasupport.
Thank you, Coach Carlos, and good luck po sa Team Muntinlupa. At syempre, second half of action, pagbabalik po ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances,
Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear,
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Special thanks to Mayor Eric Africa and Honorable Michael Gerard Mikey Morada of Lipa City, Batangas for hosting today's games. And Mr. Ivan Nukam of Boss I. Maraming salamat.
We are back here streaming live from the Lipa City Youth and Cultural Center. This is the game between Palawan Yurich Builders and the Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Emeralds. Right now, Palawan, the number 3 seed, is up 35-24 versus the number 6 seed, Muntinlupa Emeralds, as we see some of the halftime highlights. And this is the gorgeous layup there with a lot of body English by Raymark Madaya. So nice, we gotta see it twice. High up the glass and into the bucket. In the meantime, halftime stats for you, Coach Noy.
And you can see Palawan shooting better from the field, and that's why they're ahead by 11, 42%, 23% for Muntinlupa. And really, Palawan made their move in the second quarter, outscoring Muntinlupa 14-8. 3-point shooting not working for Muntinlupa, 1 out of 11, 3 out of 8 for Palawan. Rebounding dominated by Palawan, 29-18. But Palawan needs to take care of the basketball, as they've already committed 12 turnovers against just 9 for Muntinlupa. And also Palawan has gotten most of their points inside the paint, 16 points in the paint against 8 for Muntinlupa.
In the meantime, before we start the third quarter, we would like to thank our most gracious host dito sa Lipa City. Maraming salamat po, Mayor Eric Africa, Councilor Mikey Morada, and of course, thank you very much, Sir Ivan Nocom, the owner of the Tanawan City Brahmans. At maraming salamat, Sir Ivan, for the pizza. Ayan, enjoy na kagad si Cho Pangilinan before umupo.
Hasn't worked yet, but already consuming the fruits of his labor.
Nilaglag. Well, seriously, Sir Ivan, thank you very much for the pizza. In the meantime, the score has not changed. Still an 11-point lead here for the Palawan Yurich Builders. Good defense there, and yes, that activity on the defensive end by Palawan has seemingly leveled up in this second game of their best-of-3 series, no?
And you can already feel the sense of urgency for this Palawan squad. They're in a do-or-die situation right now.
Right.
Win or go home for them.
Exactly. 2 players on the floor, Perd Minagatan and Joven Eboho. Foul called against Pert. So far, Kratos Tobias, Kurt Patalinhug's defense against him has been outstanding. And there it is once again, Kurt causing that turnover by Kratos. Now here's Patalinhug. Puts on the brakes, finds Pelegria, who knocks it in using the glass.
Just the willingness to share the basketball for this Palawan squad. Already 13 assists, only 4 for Muntinlupa.
In the meantime, that 3-point try by Vince Avellano did not hit anything. Straight into the hands of Palawan Yurich Builders. Samantala, everything falling here for Isaiah Pelegria, who just got a foul-counted play to go, and that was brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready. See it again. Contact downstairs, the finish up high.
Back-to-back assists for Kurt Patalinhug with a total of 4 now in the game. Only has 4 points but has 5 rebounds and 4 assists.
Basically, in this second game of this series, Kurt Patalinhug, who attempted a lot of forced shots, no, in their first game against Muntinlupa, now is playing more relaxed and deliberate, prioritizing and finding open teammates than trying to force and get his shots in. Speaking of getting shots in, working hard off the glass, was Ebo and getting that putback.
Well, eventually for Kurt Patalinhog, he will realize that to be an effective point guard, he does not have to do all the scoring. But although he does have, the capability to put points on the board, but
Not to mention the green light.
the green light most definitely.
Another corner three try by Abellano. Same result as the first one. Oh, what a play. Again, Isaiah Pellegria getting the bucket. And so far in this third quarter, it has all been Isaiah Pellegria scoring for the Palawan Yurich Builders.
And it has been, the usual guys that you expect to be putting points on the board, Patalinhog and Dulanas, setting up Pellegria.
This lead has ballooned to 16 now for the Palawan Yurich Builders. Muntinlupa Emeralds, they have to make their move right now, and that was Kratos Tobias. Reyes holding on to him so that no excessive contact will be further called. In the meantime, we have some insights from courtside. What's up, Daphne?
Tila napilay nga ang Palawan Yurich Builders with Kakay Zamora's exit in the tournament, especially nga nung kanilang last game. Pero Eman and Coach Noy, let us not forget their magic bunot. Itong si Hans Castro. Without Kakay, Coach Gerald tried to further shuffle his players. At sabi niya nga sa akin, he would describe Hans as a very silent player, especially noong Elims. Pero last game, naging spark plug nga daw para sa kanilang koponan. Well, kahit nga tahimik siya na player, he is a great follower. Literal nga daw na kapag merong specific na instruction, itong si Coach Gerald, matic execution ang kaya niyang ibahagi. Will we see that again this afternoon? Let's find out.
Thank you very much, Daphne. And you are right, no? Hans Castro, so far, malaki-laki na yung contribution niya dito for the Palawan Yurich Builders. He has 7 points to his name right now and several nice defensive stops as he has been very active in trying to clamp down on the backcourt of the Muntinlupa Emeralds. And yung pagka-describe na silent, kulang na lang, but deadly.
But actually, the roster of Palawan is low-key, very talented and deep. So for you to earn minutes on the floor, you do exactly what the coaches want you to do, and that's how he has earned minutes for Palawan.
That time, the defense of Palawan Yurich Builders able to shut down Sam Hetalado. And on the other side, Borbon, nothing there, nothing Muntinlupa can do there to stop Borbon. Here's the horns. Kratos decides to go right. Jumper won't fall for Kyle Kalagi. Oh, there's a steal, Kratos. But well defended on that attempt. Though Muntinlupa Emeralds seem to be getting the ball back. Yes, they will.
Of course, after exploding for 32 points in Game 1, you expect Palawan to put the clamps on Kratos Tobias, who has been contained and has been limited to just 6 points in the game.
Oh, what presence of mind from this kid. Kratos Tobias, no chance to save that ball. Still able to find the leg of Hans Castro and knock it off that leg. Saving the possession para sa Muntinlupa Emeralds. Sam Hetalado, he has been very well defended as well in this game by the Palawan Yurich Builders. Here is the weave. Kratos tries to go through it, and they will run out of time. Solid defense still by the Yurich Builders of Palawan.
So right now, it's an 18-point lead. Going to be a tough mountain to climb for Muntinlupa. Very doable, but even if you end up losing this game, you cannot end up losing this big. You always have to prepare for a possible Game 3. And you do not want to go into a Game 3 with your spirits broken.
Exactly. And basically for the Palawan Yurich Builders, they want to make a statement here against the number 6 seed Muntinlupa Emeralds, who was able to steal game number 1 from them. That time, the defense of Muntinlupa Emeralds making a stand inside. Here is Sam streaking and running into Kirby Bourbon, who was frustrated after getting called for the foul, no? Kirby Bourbon, of course, claiming that I was just standing here. Siya yung bumangga sa akin.
Well, actually, Catalado was bailed out by that whistle because he seemed to have
Yeah,
lost his
losses.
step right there. He's going to be fine.
Right. Right now, he is checking his
Although
left elbow.
unfortunately, yeah, that is his shooting arm.
Right.
And then he's going to hit a 3.
Lagi nang kukulat yan eh. Si Sam Catalado. Speaking of kulat, here is Kratos taking it strong inside. And Hans Castro was called for the hand check downstairs.
And if you look at Tobias, he's not really, he doesn't have the body build to be a physical finisher.
But he is.
He is always looking for contact when he gets into that paint.
Second try by Tobias. Meanwhile, saying hi to us is Reunisto,
It's Marcus Reunisto.
right? Probably wants a slice of the pizza.
Again, thank you, boss Ivan Nokum.
Oh, Hans Castro losing control there due to the defense of Kratos Tobias. Hans will inbound from the baseline. The knockout play not developing. Integro in for the first time in this game. Too strong of a pass there to Hans Castro.
So
Now
with a 17-point advantage, they can afford miscues here and there, but cannot allow Muntinlupa to get back into rhythm.
No rhythm right there as that shot was way short for Ram John Pelaez. Kratos able to steal and lays it up and in.
And Muntinlupa gets a lot of their points from their defense.
Again, Kratos just diving for that ball against Hans Castro. Decides to pass. However, Reyes could not control it. But what a steal, especially in that last one by Kratos. Just no fear diving for that ball. Well, this is the first one. Patalinhug back in the game. They do not want Kratos Tobias to get himself going. Palisok back in as well. There's a elbow 3, won't go. Offensive rebound by Palawan. That was Raymark Madaya. Score is 44-29. Still a 15-point deficit here for the Muntinlupa City Emeralds. Kurt will inbound from the baseline. Finds Marcus. Marcus tries a baseline runner. Got fouled in the process by...
Second foul on
Right.
Earl Catalado hitting the shooting arm of Marcus Reunisto.
And here's Marcus Reunisto. Bibigyan mo ba ng pizza pag ganun yung, yung free throw?
Pag humingi, bibigyan naman natin.
Sabagay, tayo pa masyado tayo mapagbigay.
Cashew tart you want? Butterscotch we have.
Hindi lang pizza, no? It's like a buffet here on the table right now. However, Marcus Reunisto missing 2 free throws, but they still get possession. Marcus, the runner, that won't bounce in. And still, Muntinlupa Emeralds could not get the defensive rebound, and that was just a lucky break for them that the ball went out of bounds off a Palawan player.
So right now on the offensive end, it has been a struggle for Muntinlupa, only shooting 21% from the field, 8 out of 37.
Right.
Luckily for them, they've gone to the free throw line a lot, converting 12 out of 19.
Kratos Tobias really having a difficult time shaking off Patalinhog. They go inside. Foul was called. Going to the line was Kyle Rashid Kalagi, and good hard cut there by the big man. At the line now, Kyle Kalagi getting the first.
If you're Muntinlupa, imagine in 3 quarters of play, you've only converted 8 times from the field. And you're down 14.
Manageable pa rin kahit pa paano.
Yeah.
Diba? And we are in the last 17 seconds of this third quarter. It has been a slow one. Well, this third quarter at least.
Yeah, most teams, if you're not converting from the field, you'd already be out of it.
Right.
But Muntinlupa still in a position here to make a game out of this.
Kratos goes around Patalinhog, gets his own miss, but that time Patalinhog anticipated the pass. Now there he is making his own beautiful pass. However, too deep underneath was Raymark Madaya. And look at Sam Hitalado and Raymark Madaya. A bit of friction right there just before the buzzer sounded, ending our third quarter. The score after 3 quarters of play, it's 44-30. As we see some of the third quarter highlights, that was all Isaiah Pelegria at the start of the third quarter, helping Palawan Yurich Builders build this lead that now stands at 14. However, Kratos Tobias still not out of the running. Once again, our score is 44-30. We'll take a short break before the fourth quarter starts. Before we resume action, we would like to thank our sponsors once again. Pound for Pound Fitness, be Liga Ready. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Nature Spring, thank you also to Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, official basketball of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Of course, Wing Bowl is like coming home. Don Benito's ang pambansang kasama. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, and Red Dynasty Seafood and Hot Pot Restaurant. Fourth quarter starts. Candare able to get himself to the free throw line. By the way, this is Eman Cabiles alongside Coach Noy Africa. This is our 5th game of the day for this 10-game slate, and our last game, well, for our panel at least. Candare, second try. Oh, missing 2. They get the offensive rebound, but that pass was deflected. Still good active hands on the defensive end by the Palawan Yurich Builders. In the meantime, Sam Gitalado not giving an inch for Hans Castro to operate.
And you do not expect Gitalado to keep up with Hans Castro in a foot race.
Oh, the 3 knocked down by Kurt Patalinhog. That was a rare attempt by Kurt Patalinhog, at least for this game, no? But as we've said earlier, he is not forcing his shots. He's just letting the game come to him, mostly orchestrating the offense here para sa Palawan Yurich Builders. In the meantime, the floater now falls for Ram John Pelaez.
That has been a rare occurrence in this game for Muntinlupa. Someone making a field goal.
Right. Most of their points, especially in the... Oh, what a block once again by the smaller Sam Gitalado. Are you kidding me? Impeccable timing right there by Sam. Get a lot of buckets. Gitalado. Same spot, same result though for Kurt Patalinhog.
Looks like Kurt Patalinhog ready to take the scoring cudgels here take over this game.
That's right, and back-to-back trees by Kurt enabled the Eagle Screech to come out. Behind the back, but a travel will be called against Kurt. Too fancy for his own good in that last play.
And a little more leeway being given by Coach Gerald Dizon to his players, because other coaches would just not be happy about a play like that.
Oh, good pick and roll play there. The extra pass to Candare. And as he went up for the shot, Gardolanas will be called for the foul, though he got the pumpkin upstairs. May contact pa rin sa likod. Candare still miserable from the line. That's his third miss in a row now. Not really helping the cause of the Muntinlupa Emeralds. Oh, he tried to bank it in, but that was too strong. And again, offensive rebound off that missed free throw. The runner by Sam couldn't get it. Tried to steal it back though, but I believe he will be called for the foul.
Third personal foul for Getalado as Muntinlupa all of a sudden has struggled from the free throw line.
Right. And so far, this Palawan Yurich Builder defense has been outstanding in shutting down the key offensive threats nitong Muntinlupa Emeralds, talking about Kratos Tobias and even Sam Getalado.
Sometimes that's really the only thing you have to do on defense. Stop the main offensive options. Allow somebody else to try and beat you.
In the meantime, Restificar missed that runner, and on the other end, possession swings back to the Palawan Yurich Builders.
At some point for Muntinlupa, you just let this game go away and start preparing for Game 3. That's going to be the first Game 3 that we will have on schedule.
That's right, and again, Kratos Tobias could not get a bucket. As outstanding defense by the Palawan Yurich Builders, while Kurt Patalinhug knocks down a transition jumper.
They will review this. I think they're going to call an unsportsmanlike foul on Restificar.
And right now, there he is. John Raven Restificar explaining to his coaches what happened. See that last pull-up J. Oh, there it was. It's a slight nudge with a closed fist by Restificar.
I think that's something that they need to adjust to here in the junior MPBL. How the referees call everything. This is not necessarily the same way they call it in the high school leagues of either the NCAA or the UAAP. They're more protective about the safety of the players. As you see there, he was claiming Candare used his behind on him. But you're not allowed to do that though.
That's right.
And it's the retaliation that always gets caught.
Right. Basically, Candare was the one who initiated that contact with that. That's right. So the call sticks. Candare basically that hard behind bump against Restificar. And now he's back at the line though.
Where it has been a nightmare for him.
Yes, 4 straight misses so far in this fourth quarter alone for Flaviano Candare. I wonder what's his nickname. Ano mga nickname ng Flaviano?
Candy.
Though when you said that, he made the shot.
Here's Candy with the free throw.
Oh, you're lying.
Denver. It has to be you.
Okay. So splitting his charities of that unsportsmanlike foul called against Restificar was Candare the third.
So again, for these players, you always have to think like games ahead. You're going to be called for an unsportsmanlike foul and then you accidentally end up getting called for another one. You might get suspended moving forward. So you have to always think that you're actually playing for a championship.
Though it is a luxury for the Palawan Yurich builders that even if Restificar has to sit for 3 minutes, ang kapalit naman niya is Pert Binagatan, who is actually the starting center for Palawan. Muntinlupa Emeralds, Kratos, led by Kurt. It has been this matchup all afternoon long, and again, Kurt Patalinhog winning on the defensive end, causing that dribbling violation against Kratos Tobias.
And actually, Kurt Patalinhog is now the leading scorer for Palawan. And he did this while putting on the clamps.
Right. That was an excellent pass to Guard Dulanas. However, Guard Dulanas' layup was missed. And a foul was called against Palawan. Kratos to Candare. Candare missing at point blank. Well defended though by Binagatan. Muntinlupa Emeralds get it back. Candare behind. Yeah, playing with his back to the basket. Patalinhog. Right place, right time.
Good assist from Dulanas that time.
Here is the Muntinlupa blur, the pick and roll. That won't go. That floater by Kyle Rashid Kalagi. Oh, good defense that time by the Emeralds of Muntinlupa, causing the 8-second violation at backcourt. Though this is still a 23-point lead for the Palawan Yurich Builders, and we are nearing the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. They go back down low. Candare goes up, cannot get it. Oh, that rebound. It was in Candare's hands, but just snatched away by Pert Binagatan. Pelegria to Binagatan, who will be called for steps.
For Muntinlupa, still 9 out of 44 from the field. If I were Muntinlupa, I'll just keep jacking up shots, get the law of averages out of the way.
Right. Speaking of jacking up shots, that was Sam Etalado missing, but Nambio getting that plenty to go. Here is guard to Pert. That time, Pert Binagatan made sure they'll get the two, and 2 consecutive assists coming from Guard Dulanas.
And again, they may end up losing this one, shooting about 20% from the field, but it's still gonna count as just one game.
That was a perfect fast break. First of all, that baseball pitch by Pelegria right on the pocket, and then the presence of mind for that extra pass as Guard Dulanas finishing. Pelaez once again missing. Here is Hans Castro back in the game for Palawan. Defended by Nambio, and now they go to guard. Down low, the drop step by Binagatan. Big man moves down low, and a foul will be called against Flaviano Candare.
You see right there, they go to the post. Rarely do they isolate Binagatan against Candare, but that time they got a positive there, getting 2 free throws attempts for Binagatan.
And in this day and age, Coach Noy, no, it's such a refreshing sight to see two bigs going at it down low, no, at the block. Minsan na lang makita yun.
And to have them isolated on one side.
Di ba?
Parang pwede yung pag one-on-one na lang sila. Pretty much.
Second try by Binagaran. Still a no-go, but look at the long hands of guard Dolanas getting that offensive rebound and the putback.
Cardulanas already on a triple-double watch. 8.7 rebounds and 8 assists.
Namio missing
Make that 8 rebounds.
there you go. Namio missing the 15-footer. And did you see the way Palawan swarmed Getalado to make him give up the ball? And again, underneath, Bert Binagatan having his way against Flaviano Candare. Here is Sam still looking for his basket. And throwing the ball away as the Muntinlupa Emeralds. There's the drop step. And the gorgeous reverse could have been a pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play as there was contact on the arm. Huh?
But eventually Candare just let that one go as this could be already the white flag of surrender for Muntinlupa. Getalado also checking out.
Right. The Muntinlupa Blur scores once again. Barbosa, gorgeous floater right there.
So this is an opportunity also for the other guys to see if they can earn some more minutes.
They go down low once again, and the power play from Pert. Barbosa. We are nearing the final 2 minutes of this game. Avellano again puts up a three, still can't hit. Should probably try the other side.
It's not exactly the result that you expect from a game 2. But it's still level at 1-1 as per Binagatan.
Wow.
Throwing the full bag, hitting a three.
Getting it done from everywhere is Pert Binagatan. Nambio to Avellano. They swing it back. Barbosa will try to drive left. Scoops one, but it doesn't go in. Guard Dolanas going right into the heart of three defenders. Was able to fish for a foul. Earlier in this game, well, before the start of the game, Coach Noy, you mentioned that Palawan Yurich Builders, their key to winning this game is to assess or to assert their and take advantage of their height and heft, and basically that is exactly what they've done in this game, and that is why they are leading now by 32.69 to 37.
Especially in this fourth quarter, the Binagatan take over.
Ball is loose. Oh, trying to get a shot off, well, trying to force a shot off was Lee Christophe Cartesiano. Look at the tenacity of the young fella. Now he's at the line for two free throws. First one offline. Still all smiles for Lee. Fresh from the bench, no? Oh, short on the second try, but he gets the rebound back. And right now, the second and third stringers in for the Palawan Yurich Builders. And they're still passing perfectly.
And still no easy baskets being given up by Muntinlupa.
As it should be. Raymark Madaya back at the line. Shooter's bounce for Raymark. Of course, we remember Raymark Madaya with his aerial acrobatics earlier in the first half, no? Oh, there he is again, getting the putback, and twice Palawan Yurich Builders was able to get the offensive rebound off free throws. Barbosa for 3, could not hit. Here is Lee. And good aggressive move there by Lee Cartesiano, as he really wants those points, Coach Noy.
And interesting how both teams still playing aggressively with the game pretty much decided. A minute remaining. Both teams still playing defense as if their lives depended on it.
Right. Finally, now in the score sheet is Cartesiano, 2 for 2 from the line. Gaite being hounded by Lee. Here is Rupert versus Lee. And a foul given up there by Lee Cartesiano. And as you said, Coach Noy, this game is pretty much over with Palawan Yurich Builders tying the series 1 game apiece. And not only that, this is a statement win for the Palawan Yurich Builders, showing their might against the Muntinlupa Emeralds. Avellano now tries from the other side. Well, almost, no? Actually, better yun kaysa sa mga huling attempts niya from the right side.
And more than an offensive display, of course, right now they're shooting 50% from the field. More than ever, I think this is a defensive statement for them. So far, Muntinlupa still hasn't reached that 20% field goal mark. And imagine a game 2, you hold a team to just 20% from the field.
Right. And we are almost, this game is almost over, and Muntinlupa has only scored 37 points. So, huge testament to the defensive scheme that Palawan Yurich Builders has implemented in this game 2 of their best of 3 series.
And no player even reaching double digits for Muntinlupa. Top scorer is Tobias with 9, Nambio with 8, and so just really a defensive masterclass coming from the Palawan Yurich Builders. But the positive going for Muntinlupa. They lose big here. They lose by... Oh my God, my math is so bad right now. I'm getting sleepy.
29. Go check that, 39.
39 points, but it still registers as 1 loss.
Right, right. And they always have to remember going into the 3rd game that they were able to beat this team before. And this series will go full circle as there will be a game 3 between the Palawan Yurich Builders and the JKLV RGG Muntinlupa Emeralds in the 16 and under division. And there they go, the Palawan Yurich Builders celebrating their victory. Not just that, apparently there's a birthday celebration as well. I believe it's the birthday of their coach. So hindi lang pala statement win, regalo din para kay coach itong panalo na to ng Palawan Yurich Builders. So let's take a look at the numbers, Coach Noy.
Well, again, just a great performance from Kurt Patalinghog, finishing with
14 points, I believe.
Anyway, just a total team effort from Palawan, not only relying on their offense, but total team defense dominating this game.
That's right. And in support of the great performance of Kurt Patalinhog, of course, you have Isaiah Pelegria, who finished with 11 points there. And of course, Pert Binagatan with 9. In the meantime, we now turn you over to Daphne with the player of the game.
Redemption era is on para dito sa Palawan Yurich Builders getting game number 2. Congratulations at kasama po natin ngayon ang ating Extreme Player of the Game, Kurt Patalinhog. Congratulations, Kurt. You scored 14 points on this game, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Alam naman natin, game 1, very heartbreaking and syempre humbling yon sa your experience. Pero nakausap ko si Coach Gerald kanina, sabi niya, grabe yung training daw, pukpukan yung nangyari. Specify mo sa amin yung paghihirap na pinagdaanan nyo na na-apply nyo naman in this game.
Yung transition drill namin sa depensa kasi nung game 1 lubog kami sa sa transition. Hindi kami makabalik sa depensa. Tsaka yun yung pre-practice namin araw-araw. Ilang set yung ginagawa namin para mag-improve po. Tsaka sa game.
Kurt, in connection to that one, birthday ngayon ni Coach Gerald, at sinabi niya sa inyo, ito na yung best birthday gift na pwede niyong ibigay sa kanya. How special is it na nakuha niyo itong panalong to?
Siyempre proud din po kasi birthday ng coach namin. Tapos nabigay namin yung gusto niyang regalo para sa kanya.
Kurt, meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan or batiin ngayon?
Nagpapasalamat po ako kay Boss Red, tsaka kay Assistant Manager Boss Mark, tsaka kay Coach. Happy birthday, Coach. Tsaka sa mga teammates ko, yung mga pinsan ko, yan nanonood, si Kuya Ake, tsaka mga pinsan ko sa Cebu, tsaka Negros, tsaka yung family ko po. Sila mama, papa, ate. Tsaka yung tropa ko sa dati kong school.
Once again, that's Kurt Patalinhog, our Extreme Player of the Game, helping Palawan Yurich Builders to extend this series into game number 3. At syempre magpasalamat din tayo sa Don Benitos for providing our player of the game this Filipino delicacy. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Daphne. Congratulations, Kurt Patalinhog, our Don Benitos player of the game. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama. Also, happy birthday to Coach Gerald, getting the perfect birthday gift from your team. And that is it for us. Do not go away. Coming up next, 18 under playoff action. Las Piñas Isa Botanica Whitening Warriors versus Sure Homes Leyte. And that will be handled by our colleagues Cholo Pangilinan and Coach Quito Limbo. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining us on behalf of my partner, Coach Noy Africa. This has been Eman Cabiles. Maraming salamat po. And continue watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Pound for pound fitness, be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Pound Active for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Special thanks to Mayor Eric Africa and Honorable Michael Gerard Mikey Morada of Lipa City, Batangas for hosting today's games. And Mr. Ivan Nukam of Boss I. Maraming salamat.